The rain came down in sheets. Ba pushed herself up out of the puddle, her grey hoodie hanging heavy with mud, her square glasses streaked with water. Above her, the kite jerked violently in the wind. The man in the 18th century coat tipped his soaked tricorn hat and offered another polite, slightly flustered bow. "Dr. Benjamin Franklin at your service," he called over the thunder. Though I confess I was not expecting a guest this evening, particularly not one who appears to have arrived by way of the weather. Ba opened her mouth to answer. The sky answered first. A jagged bolt of lightning forked down through the clouds and ran like a glowing blue river along the kite string. The brass key at the end lit up like a tiny sun. A thin spark, no thicker than a thread, leaped from the key into a brass jar Franklin held in his other hand. A puff of smoke curled into the rain. He let out a delighted, slightly hysterical laugh. I have stood at the edge of many strange dreams with my girls, and I have learned to recognize the precise moment a teenager's panic flips inside out and becomes purpose. My oldest, standing 6 feet away from the literal subject of her overdue essay, had just had that moment. "Dr. Franklin, I have a paper due in 9 hours. I have not written a single word of it. I have approximately 1 million questions for you, and I am extremely sorry about the puddle." Franklin slowly reeled in his kite, tucking the still faintly humming brass key into the pocket of his coat with the same care a normal person might use for a sleeping kitten. He studied her, the soaked hoodie, the rectangular glasses, the strange canvas shoes still glowing faintly from whatever sci-fi storm had spat her into his field, and decided, with the easy curiosity of a man who had once tied a kite to a key on purpose, that this was the most interesting thing to happen to him all year. "Young miss, I do not pretend to understand your circumstances, but I have always held that a curious mind caught in a thunderstorm should be invited indoors at once. Come, there is a fire, there is tea, and I am told I am a tolerable conversationalist." Ba took his arm. As they trudged across the muddy field toward the warm yellow light of a small wooden cottage, she glanced back, just once. The bike fridge microwave was gone, just an empty patch of churned mud where it had landed. She swallowed hard, and then she followed Benjamin Franklin inside.